Welcome back to the moral decay of America. I'm going to preface this with, if you're easily offended, just go ahead and close your browser now. Just close it because I don't care. But here we're going to talk about some stuff that just doesn't make sense to me. Such as blacks at the University of Texas are seeking their own racial graduation event. So the University of Texas banned DEI. And if you don't know what DEI is, diversity, equity, and inclusion, some shit like that. I don't care. But at the end of the day, here's where I have a whole problem with this. Number one, in the 1960s, some smart guy by the name of Martin Luther King Jr., Doctor of, fought to end segregation. He wanted everybody to be judged by the morals of their character, not the content of their skin color. And here we are now in 2024 in the United States of America, where black folks are now wanting to be segregated so they can have their own graduation from a university. How does that work? Why? I'm struggling to understand that. Looking down here, this young lady from the University of Texas, Austin, they were disappointed that there won't be any black or Latino or Asian exclusive graduation sponsored by the university anymore. It's kind of bummy, she said, because she feels like a black graduation, it really celebrates the achievement. Just because, given the history of Texas and UT alone, Latinos are not always welcome here, not wanted to graduate from here. So having a black graduation is kind of a celebration of the history and everything that the black community in Austin, especially UT Austin, has gone through. And then also UT, while being diverse, is not very diverse in the black student population. So black graduation is a way for us to kind of find our own little niche in the community. And I tell you, to this day, if white folk were trying to do that, this cunt right here would be screaming racism. Yes, I gave her the C word. I don't care about your wishes and desires to have your niche in the community. For crying out loud, why do you need a niche? If white folk were trying to get a niche, once again, you'd be throwing the race card at me. You would say I'm not being inclusive. You would give every racist remark in the world if white folks wanted their own niche. But let's look at it. You got BET. You want black graduations. You got black universities, for crying out loud, where, 99% of the population that goes there is black as a requirement. And yet you're upset that you can't get more segregation by the University of Texas in Austin. So I don't know how we've gone full circle in literally 60 years when the country was racist, the systematic racism that's out there, fighting to defeat and remove segregation from public bathrooms to education, to all of a sudden you get affirmative action where everybody's got to hire you, whether you're more talented or education or whatever is better than the white person's because of your color. And now you want your own graduation. So you want to continue to isolate yourself. But 60 years ago, you all wanted to be one. But now you want isolation again because you didn't care for it. So which is it? If you can get isolation, then why can't white folk get isolation? How does it work that you get all of this isolation? And furthermore, to add to it, this right here, holy cow, a black national anthem, for crying out loud. You either want to be American or you don't. If you want to go be black German, go to Germany and throw yourself black. I don't care. But to have a national anthem now based off of race is the biggest pile of horse shit that I've ever seen. So once again, I just gave you 5 different ways that you guys are segregating yourself, even though your ancestors and grandparents, rather, fought for anti-segregation, fought not to be isolated and segregated, fought to the nail to be equal. They just wanted to be equal. And now here y'all come back once again saying you want to be segregated, that you wanted a niche. I mean, how does a white male make sense of that? More importantly, you throw in the alphabet, people, holy dog snouts. Everybody's a protected class but a straight white male. How's that possible? Women are a protected class. Every other race is a protected class except for a Caucasian. And then you throw in homosexuality. They're protected. Where's my protection? I just want to know the truth. How come I'm not a protected class? By the time I'm not a female, and I can show metrics of females are now being, in the workplace, sometimes majority of the workplace, majority being 51% or more, I'm the minority as a male in the workplace. And then you mix in that I'm white, and then you mix in that I'm straight. Holy hell, you want to talk about who's the minority? That's the white male. But see, none of y'all want to talk about that. That's the problem. And that's why this whole shebang is as crooked as a dog's hind leg. I mean, it's just retarded. Yes, I use the retarded word. It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Is that better? Show me how you are having it as rough as I have it now. Show me how I am now privileged. I would love for you to demonstrate that. You get segregation, you get priority treatment, you get protection in the workplace, and heaven forbid, you're still not as productive as me. I just don't get it. But at the end of the day, I guess I'm not supposed to understand it because I don't get no benefit from it. Only thing I do is get labeled. And I get more work put onto me because I get work done. And then I get rewarded with more work. But yet you get equal pay, but you're protected, and it takes forever to fire your sorry, unproductive dumbass because you are protected in quote-unquote the minority. Horse shit. How's that right? Someone explain to me how that's right. You didn't want segregation, and now you do. Both in the workplace and at school. I mean, come on, man. When does it stop? Someone tell me. Someone convince me. When y'all gonna stop playing the race card and just come out here and be my buddy, be my friend, not recognize me for being white and straight, just like you don't want me recognizing you for being black and queer. Where does it stop? Where is the goal line so that we can all move on and not have to be worried about the pigmentation in our skin? I thought that was the goal. But here's evidence that black folks are now wanting it. And with all these illegal son bitches coming across the border, you think the Democrats care about that? They're bringing in votes. They don't care about you son bitches no more. They're bringing in votes now because they know that you're upset because they ain't delivered all this shit that they said they're going to deliver. They're bringing in votes. That's why they're not passing bills to protect the southern border. They're bringing in the votes. And you states are changing the laws where citizens can vote. Or non-citizens, rather, can vote. And at the same time, black communities are saying, hey, where was all that money when we were by ourselves? But you found all that money for illegals? What the hell? That was called the rope-a-dope. And you some bitches fell for it. So quit being racist. Come out here and let's be equal. Stop asking for segregation all over again. This is what's tearing the country apart. And the worst part is y'all are buying into it. But we're not. Like and subscribe. Be safe out there.